All right, let's dive right into the heart of the crypto conversation today. Bitcoin's intense, dramatic fight around a really critical price point. And that number, the one that has everybody on the edge of their seats, is this one, $70,000. You know, it's become more than just a price. It's a psychological battlefield for the entire market. Which really brings us to the central question of this whole explainer. After all the volatility, all the ups and downs, is this the sign? Is this proof that the bull market is truly back? Okay, so to understand what's happening, we first have to break down the significance of this $70,000 milestone. So what happens when Bitcoin actually holds this level? Well, the effects are immediate and they are powerful. We see this wave of enthusiasm just ripple through the investor community. And crucially, buyers who recently got in through the new ETFs are now getting close to their break-even point, which is a huge psychological boost. This just feeds a cycle of growing confidence and demand, lighting up social media with bullish sentiment. Now, this isn't just about a quick price spike. The real game here is stability. Holding the $70,000 line is absolutely key for drawing new, cautious capital into the space, and, just as importantly, convincing existing investors to stick around for the long haul. It helps change the whole narrative. But it's not all smooth sailing. There's a major force looming, and that brings us to our next section, a key obstacle, the Fed. The entire Bitcoin community is basically holding its breath, waiting for the U.S. Federal Reserve's meeting this Wednesday. Their decisions on interest rates are huge. They can either encourage investors to go for higher risk assets like Bitcoin, or they can cause them to pull back into safer havens. And this highlights the central conflict. On one side, you have Bitcoin's powerful internal momentum. The price is holding strong, investor confidence is high, and big institutions are clearly getting interested. But on the other side, you've got this massive uncertainty from the Fed. Their decisions can sway the entire economy, and right now, the market is just waiting. But while the broader market holds its breath, some major players are doing the exact opposite. They are going all in. This brings us to our next section, Strategy's Big Bet. This is the story right here. While many are pausing and hesitating in the face of uncertainty, one company is aggressively doubling down on its bet. So who are we talking about? Strategy. The company you might know by its old name, MicroStrategy. They're the undisputed pioneers of institutional adoption. And when we say massive, we mean it. They have built up a war chest of over 200,000 Bitcoin. And their approach isn't random. It's a clear, calculated plan. Step 1, massive, consistent purchases of Bitcoin. Step 2, they use these incredibly innovative and evolving financing models to pay for these purchases. And step 3, by doing all of this, they are effectively leading the charge for institutional adoption, sending a powerful signal to the rest of the financial world. So the crucial point here is the ripple effect of their actions. It demonstrates an unwavering faith in the long-term potential of Bitcoin. It inspires other companies to start seriously exploring crypto. And fundamentally, it helps cement Bitcoin's place as a legitimate asset in a serious corporate portfolio. So we have these two massive forces pulling in opposite directions, the internal conviction of the true believers and the external pressure from traditional finance. This brings us to our final section. What's next? On one hand, you have the long-term conviction, perfectly embodied by Strategy's massive bet and the steady drumbeat of institutional adoption. On the other, you've got the short-term uncertainty, driven by that looming Fed meeting and the powerful influence of traditional monetary policy. It's really the new world of finance clashing with the old Vard. But it is so vital to remember this key point taken directly from the analysis. Bitcoin has proven to be resilient to market fluctuations and has followed its own trend in the past. This isn't the first time Bitcoin has faced this kind of external pressure, and history shows it often carves out its own independent path, which leaves us with this final critical question for the days ahead. As these two powerful forces collide, which one is ultimately going to win out? Will it be the unwavering long-term conviction of its biggest institutional believers, or the powerful short-term influence of traditional monetary policy? The answer will likely define the next chapter for Bitcoin.